Welcome back. We've gotten a bit of progress on our Chorus Blaster chiptune piece here. Did a lot of tinkering with sounds and building some sidechain stuff. I'll play it through from kind of the back part of the main drop area into our newer section here. You can kind of, I'll walk you through some of the parts that we built. So probably sounds pretty similar to the last time you heard it, but some cool new things and I think some clarity that we were lacking in previous times. The first thing was kind of dealing with the side chain. The drums here are so complex. Figuring out like what do you side chain here? There's just a lot of sound happening there, and it's kind of difficult to figure out what do I need to carve out pockets for. Obviously the transients. But the real transients that we're hearing here aren't these guys, which is what we sidechain in the previous section. Really, it's these guys that are taking the center stage, and I think are the thing that we need to carve out the most space for. So on the sidechain, I now have two shaper boxes. One that is turned off here because I have it set to bypass when we get into this section, and the second of which is set with its sidechain to our taiko drums there, as you can kind of see. That definitely helped create the right amount of space and kind of get bass elements out of the way. The taiko drums also have kind of two different friends here. In previous episodes I've talked about on this beat, the idea of kind of not ghost notes exactly, but having like little snares, not little snares, little kicks that hit in different ways because they are slightly shorter than the main kick. So I'll put in here main beat, like we have this kick and then we have this kick, which is the same kick, just half the length, and you can hear it. That is so clean and punchy. It's boom, boom, boom. Is cool. And I thought, we should double down on that with these taiko drums here. I kept on wanting to hear this kind of like sort of sound on our taikos. So that same sort of thing here, where we've got this channel of chopped up bass drum hits, and you just have that leading directly into the like snare hit. And it creates this really nice, the lack of a tail there really accentuates the snare sound, the clack sound. And so we've got a few of those spread out through this taiko drum area. If I can just move my mouse properly. I feel like that really pops well, especially in isolation. But then in the main mix too, I think it makes a difference. It's just nice. It's not the sort of thing that anyone's going to come away from listening to this piece and be like, wow, I really like those bass drum hits, but I think it will drive the rhythm in a really good way. The next thing was kind of the bass in this section. I wasn't really sure what to do with it. If you just kind of extend these basses out, it's just a little bit much. I do like it, but it becomes bombastic. So I created a different bass that we're putting underneath here. Really, it's really supposed to be a sub that just kind of like has a bit of a rhythm to it so that you hear it. just kind of supposed to fill in the bottom end. But if I turn it off, maybe at the beginning also it's not that noticeable because it's at such a low frequency that it's hitting there, coming in at kind of like the 30 hertz. I maybe should throw that up the octave, but I don't know. I do also like where it's at. If I put it up the octave here, how much more noticeable is it? It is more noticeable. And it is just there to... Okay, here, just adding body. This is a patch we made. It's called I Love You, not because... Actually, this was originally a patch that I made by typing I love you into here. If you put quotation marks and then just type in a phrase, it'll give you a wavetable that sort of sounds like it's saying that phrase. And so I was messing around with that, and then I saved it. I saved that patch up here under the users, so I can show you that patch if you want. But then I initialized it, and it's literally just some saw waves and a moving filter. That's the whole sound, so nothing complicated there. I don't even have this distortion turned on. There's a little bit of compression there. The other cool thing we made today was these guys down here that we made from scratch. These are two different sounds that I made with the same serum patch here. It's currently in its current configuration. This will sound like that second part. This patch, it's just two saw waves that are pretty heavily detuned with the master tune going up on. It was this fader originally. I had it kind of set like this, like that there, and then it would slowly go up, and then this guy over here was set like this. I think I could just redo this really fast here. And this gives us the first one you heard. It was really kind of cool to set this up where this guy is attached to the master tune as well as the rate of the third LFO here. So this guy is just a sine wave, and this guy is attached to the pans of both the things here. So you hear them going back and forth, but then we have the hertz attached to this guy, so it speeds up the rate at which it's panning left and right, and then also this is accelerating what pitch we are at. And so then when I was like, hey, I want this same sound but to kind of go down, I want to go, I was like, well, let's just flip all the data. Let's just move this to here and do kind of this. And now the automation is going the other way, where the pitch is going down and the pan is slowing down because we've got those things bound to the same LFO there. And then this guy here is just attached to the levels. As you can see, it kind of going up there. So if I want this to, I want it to start somewhere and then kind of go away. Okay, kind of cool. But I think I actually want it to more go like have a bit of a drop off and then you know, like a little bit more gentle like that, you know. So that's what I did. I built one sound, bounced it, built the other sound, bounced it, and then that gave us these two pieces here. Now, obviously, I could have built both these sounds in the same sound where it goes up, 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 and then just goes back down. I could build the LFOs to do that if I wanted to, but I didn't know I wanted this tail when I built it. I first built it for over here when we were coming out of this drop. And I didn't really want a tail there because we got the head boom. We're kind of changing soundscapes. But over here, where I wanted to use it more as kind of a swell between two sections, I needed that. So then I just flipped all the automation around and built that over here. So yeah, that's all we did today. I think I really want to get another section going. I want to kind of like figure out formally where this piece is going to go. As a video game soundtrack inspired piece, you do a lot of just kind of like sitting in an emotional space for a really long time. Given that this is not actually video game soundtrack, I don't have to do that. I want to figure out what I'm going to do. Maybe it's like one more section over here that's like kind of developmental, and then we go back and do this section again, and then do this as an outro. I think that's probably the right form, but what that last section is going to be, I'm not quite sure, so we'll figure out how that goes tomorrow. So that's all we have time for today. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.